What's going on, everybody? This is Childish. We're back at it again. We got ourselves the next event update for y'all today. It is the Rune Removal Day coming up this weekend. Yeah, buddy, I'm down. Are you? Let's get it. All right. So Rune Removal Day, one day and one day only. 24 hours to go ahead and mix and match all your runes in an effort to fine-tune those teams and make them just 1% better than the previous day. That's really all we got to do, guys. So I'm definitely excited for it. I know you guys are excited for it. If anybody's new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Every month, once a month, you hear this ridiculous video of me talking about, me preaching about having a game plan and making sure you take the time 2 to 3 days, 3 to 5 days in advance to really assess your account and see what your, the number one goal is, and try to prioritize those changes so that you can excel at that aspect of the game. And of course, I always use myself for an example. As you guys know, I suck at Arena, but I do try to compete in my guild wars every now and again with my community. Epic fail. So I always try to do my very best to fine tune my teams with it. So at my current stage, my offenses do relatively well. And so now it's a matter of tweaking my guild war defense and see what I can do. So I'm looking at my 3 main guild war defenses. Now I already made a change for Draco. If you guys notice here, he's a lot more faster. I've been trying to farm a little bit more on the Giants B10 side just to get some more Swift rooms. I temporarily took the Swift rooms off of Swift rooms off of Bernard to go ahead and put on Draco, and I had a despair set on him that I'm trying now on Bastet, my new water polo queen. And so the reason being is that as I told you guys before in a couple of different guild war defense videos, that I'm always looking to tweak certain compositions in situations that people don't expect it. And so with regards to that particular situation, since Bernard is a unit that I primarily use for my arena, it makes perfect sense to try to catch my opponents off guard and take my best speedy runes over to that unit. Some may argue for me not using that like a Ryan or whatnot, but with regards to my offenses, I really shine. My offense survivability really shines with a Violent Spectre Ryan, just in case things get kind of crazy. So next unit in my first guild war defense after Draco is going to be Theo. Theo is sitting at a decent amount of HP, decent critical rate, good speed. We actually made some improvements prior to coming up this weekend, but I would like to continuously improve the speed that I currently have. Now that I do have a higher, faster Draco, that gives me more reason to play around with my moves to try a little bit of a speed-based approach Theo. I'm generally not a big fan of it. I prefer going attack or damage attack on Theo with crazy high-speed substats. So you could take get a lot of damage out of both the first and second skill. And so but that being said, it's all about synergy. It's all about speed tuning. So if I'm going to run a super fast Draco, I better set it up to have these units go back to back to back. I'm not going to risk anything for any kind of speed gap so that I lose my opportunity to possibly go ham and one-shot that opponent. So I'm going to try to work on the speed. Jasoon, no changes at all. She's running the Violent Will. Would like to make her, improve her effective HP, improve her defense if I can, but I have to keep the Will runes on her. Obviously, for the Guild Wars defense, I just want to make sure I'm protected from any kind of combinations that's gonna be able to get that first turn and potentially debuff my unit and be able to damage it or kill it quicker. Second team is probably one of my favorite teams of now. As you guys know, Veramos with Ryan Kumar was my standard team for quite a few months. I did pull Sierra, but as many were pretty surprised, I didn't just slap her in the Guild Wars defense. Okay, I actually waited about 4 to 6 weeks so that I can play around with her runes, to see what I can do, get some more grindstones, get some more improvements, like I said, get some more upgrades, and see what I can do to kind of have a hybrid kind of a setup while still maintaining the exact speed that I want, so that I can tune her in with my bomb team, in addition to making sure that she goes after Orion but before Kumar. So in this particular situation, I got it where it needs to be. I do want to look at, again, improving her HP. I want to get it a little bit over 25 if I'm lucky in that 27k range, but we'll see what happens. In addition to that, keeping her accuracy above 70, I feel like that's a really good number to shoot for me. I'm doing good right now, but after I make the necessary changes, I'm still going to have to do some tweaking on that aspect. Orion, Orion is kind of one of those units right now where I would love to improve his stats overall, but at this time, basically all of my best runes, for that particular unit are on him. There's not too many more runes that I can do that can drastically improve his stats while not crippling other stats. So for Orion, in this situation here, he's one of the few units that I have that can get upwards of 85 accuracy on this unit without going accuracy on the 6 slot. A lot of people have certain units that require accuracy that cannot build it tanky enough because of the fact that it's they have to get that certain amount of accuracy, and they want to go ahead and sacrifice HP or defense for an accuracy rune on 6. So for me, I'm able to do that while maintaining a defense rune on 6. That being said, it can come down to anything when it comes to that particular, Orion. You guys know, you could have like 30% accuracy, you could have 100% accuracy, and it still seems like it works the same over and over. Obviously, I want to go ahead and kind of be more safe than sorry. Go with the higher accuracy. I was fortunate enough to get also have a good amount of resistance and grindstones from that aspect. So in addition to having a high accuracy, I have high resistance on this unit. And so for going for that long game, which is what I have my unit set up for, that Violent Orion, I have that opportunity to resist those harmful effects and let Orion just keep on going over and over and over again. Last but not least, we got Kumar. Kumar, definitely my pride and joy, right up there with Orion, rocking that Violent Will. HP, crit damage HP. The only real improvements that I want to make is just a tad bit more speed. With Orion sitting at like 230 speed or whatnot, I'm slacking on that speed gap. I have a little bit of an issue there, so definitely want to look to improve it. I'm really happy with his defense and his hit points overall. Critical damage can always improve, but right now for me it's just simply a matter of speed, trying to make it a little bit faster, so that he can take advantage of everything that's coming at him with that speed buff and the speed lead. I mean, it's just getting so many turns over and over. It's a really scary unit. I've seen it go ham. I've seen it go crazy. It's amazing unit. So those 6 units are the ones that I'm prioritizing for the time being. I'm going to look at a couple of different units for the offense, but for the most part, my focus is around those 6 units, guys. So again, it just kind of goes to show that as many changes as we want to make, as many 6 stars as all of us have, or 5 stars, or whatever the case may be, regardless of what you do, if you do not focus your best runes on your best units, or focus the runes on the aspect of the game that you are centered on, you're not going to be able to see that quality progression that you're looking for to do. Okay, so that is it, guys, for this episode of the Rune Removal Day event update. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your boy Childish with ChildishPlays checking out. Take care, and we will see you next time, guys. We're out.